Salutations, my Fallout lovers. It is Matty here today bringing you a Fallout 4 discussion video. Now, before anything, be sure to check out the link in the description of my previous video. That is a discussion on the classic Fallout games. Anyways, today we're going to be discussing the potential newest Fallout game, Fallout 4, and should it have vehicles. Every now and then I like to host a little debate on my channel. We've had multiplayer debates, we've had the mod debate specifically, and now we are having the vehicle debate. We're going to be deciding today whether or not Fallout needs vehicles, or at least I'm going to be presenting a lot of information for you guys and my thoughts and opinions, and you guys are going to kind of duke it out in the comments down below, and we're going to see how things go. So, without further ado, let's get into this. So, Fallout and vehicles. A lot of people feel it would be immersion breaking, but then you look back to Fallout 2, the only game with a drivable vehicle. It featured the Highwayman, which really allowed you just to kind of cruise around the map at a faster pace. And so, some people were wondering, is it possible that Fallout 4 may include vehicles? So, let me get my thoughts in here on this, and then you guys will, like I said, decide down below what you really think should happen with vehicles in Fallout 4. Me personally, I feel that vehicles like cars, driving stuff, is totally something that should not happen. You know, sometimes I get comments like, oh man, it'd be cool to like hop in the vertibird and, you know, fly that around kind of like GTA 5. And I'm like, this isn't GTA, this is Fallout. As cool as that would be, you know, make a mod for it. But no, this should not be in the actual game itself. But anyways, there have been vehicle mods, and we've kind of gotten an idea of how they work, which is one other piece of evidence I wanted to provide, because as cool as those are, once again, I found myself not really wanting to use them. I found myself in these Bethesda games always wanting to walk. And the Skyrim is probably the best example of a big game with vehicles, somewhat, I guess you could call them, horses, where, you know, there was a faster way of transportation, but most people just walked anyways. And I feel like that would be the case for Fallout 4. But what could you ride in Fallout 4 is the question. Horses are extinct in the Fallout universe. So a lot of people suggested, why not just kind of like ride a Brahmin or something like that? And I would agree to that. You know, that's something I could see, because that's not too fast. Because if you're like on a motorcycle in the wasteland, don't get me wrong, that'd be cool. It'd be like Rage status, you know, the game Rage, where you're like speeding through the dunes and stuff. That'd be cool. But I feel like since there's so many areas to explore in a Fallout game that I'd end up driving past half of them. You know, granted it's a way to get to places quicker, but I feel like that in-betweener where it's not too quick but it's not too slow would be, you know, I guess a Brahmin, but even though Brahmins are technically incredibly slow. You get what I'm saying here, is that that's why we're having this debate, because it's so much up and down. There are, you know, animals that you could sit on top of, probably, you know, tame a Yao Guai, you know, that's totally out there. But you get what I'm saying, that it's possible in the Fallout universe to have these, you know, animals that you can tame, these creatures that you can tame to kind of ride around and get around quickly. But then vehicles, on the other hand, are a bit too much, you know, unless maybe they bring back the Highwayman. That would be a bit cool, because in Fallout 2, the Highwayman, I believe, needed fuel and stuff, and so it really wasn't that overpowered, but it did get you around quickly. Perhaps enforcing resource management into the vehicles themselves, if they're going to be in Fallout 4, it would be something that Bethesda Game Studios would be interested in. But if you ask me personally, I'd rather just have something that I can ride instead of something I can drive, because I feel like that would kind of fit the universe a bit more, because all these cars are broken down and destroyed and everything. I feel like they'd all turn into, like, you know, fuel depots in a way, if you know what I'm saying. Like, you find a car, you stop, and all of a sudden you're like stocked up on fuel like mad. That's something I can kind of foresee, because Bethesda has a tendency to kind of, by the end game of your character, you're basically stacked with resources, whether it be ammo, stim packs, meds, whatever. So anyways, I just wanted to present all the information I possibly could consider for the vehicles. What do you think? Does Fallout need vehicles? Leave your thoughts down below. Let's duke it out. Other than that, be sure to follow me on Twitter, like me on Facebook. Stay sexy, stay active. I love you all. Peace.